Good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock, and this is a News Center 4 special report. The Golden Gala continues.
And good afternoon. We're about midway through the big celebration, and as one would expect in the Bay Area, the weather is cooperating. Sure, it may be a little windy, but the sun is out, and it is a gorgeous day. As you can see, you have a beautiful shot of the bridge. Traffic is moving. There's plenty of room for walkers at this time. A lot more people will be coming later in the day to see the fireworks and other events. There you see a shot at the nearby beaches. The celebration continues in various points throughout the area near the Golden Gate Bridge.
This whole waterfront area has been turned into a huge party ground. We have our cameras in different positions at the marina, and there you see a vintage car show that took place a couple of hours earlier. This was, of course, after they cleared the bridge of all the pedestrians. These were the first cars allowed onto the bridge before normal traffic was allowed onto the bridge. You can see they're just classic cars moving slowly across the bridge at around noon.
And here you see the Golden Regatta, which was one of the events of the bridge anniversary celebration. Coast Guard cutters led this armada. The tallest ship I think you just saw is the Californian. That's the official state tall ship, and that was just one of the many events that continues to attract and entertain people throughout the day.
And there is still lots going on right now. We're going to check in now with Carl Sonkin, who is on the bridge. Carl.
Okay, here we are mid-span of the Golden Gate Bridge on a very windy Sunday afternoon. The sun has come out, and so have thousands of people who are walking along the span on the 50th birthday. So far, it's a beautiful afternoon, perhaps a little bit windy. Folk from all over Gate Bridge, people walking and enjoying themselves. Traffic, believe it or not, is moving. Why aren't you looking at the bridge instead of Carl?
We're looking at the bridge.
Okay, they're looking at the bridge and the television camera. Back to the booth.
All right, Carl. Well, there's a lot less human gridlock right now. Earlier, there were estimates ranging from 250,000. Well, they were expecting 200,000 at the most. Then the estimates came in 350,000. And then we understand that the CHP estimates by aerial view that there were 800,000 people that made it onto the bridge.
So, folks, this is my fun adventure I had when I was maybe like 12 years old. It happened on May 24th. What year? You can take my notes. 87. Going to get Bridge Walk, the 50th anniversary. They were not expecting a lot of people showing for the event. They were expecting maybe a couple thousand, maybe 20,000, but it actually was like almost 300,000 or 800,000 or something like that people. Imagine number of almost 1 million people showing for the event. It was a big deal. They planned it for years. This is like the highlight anniversary. You know, they had like everything, concerts. They had like, you know, famous stars singing, you know, like that one guy, I forgot his name, you know, Left My Heart in San Francisco. You know his name?
I actually don't know.
Yeah,
I know which song you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's in my tongue, and I'm too damn lazy to look it up right now, so I didn't plan this well enough. But they were not expecting that too many people showing this thing. What happened was there were so many people on the bridge, and normally it was this: the design, the shake during the wind or during the earthquake, kind of meant, but it was not really meant to do this. There was so much people on that bridge that it kind of did that. But before the whole thing started, they had like a kind of like a car show, a bunch of old cars, vintage cars over the years, going onto the bridge. We kind of missed that part. We kind of showed up a little bit late. I forgot what time we showed up. I think we showed up around 9.
Who was it? Or when would you?
Oh, it was good question. It was my sister, my dad, and a bunch of family friends show up to this thing. And I was like, what the hell? They were planning, they were talking this for years. They really advertised the hell out of this thing. And they put a lot of money into this. And so it was a beautiful bridge. Ever go out in your lifetime, always check the weather, because sometimes, one of the few times it was not foggy. It was windy. That's really natural in that area, but it wasn't really foggy. If you go to San Francisco, going to a bridge now, they have like the tourist thing, and you can take a picture of there's a background inside a building. They say, just in case it was really bad fog. But it's really cool. I encourage you guys to good walk. It's like a good mile and a half of a walk. And there's a bunch of old abandoned. There's like China. There's like a little ghost town on the side. It used to be a Chinese town, and there's a fort above it. We'll get more into history later on about this. I'll show up. But you ever seen video of this of the massive people?
I seen a bit of it today, like
Yeah.
like just like POV footage from the actual event, and then like the footage of like there were some pictures of like people that were under the thing, and like you said, the bridge was slouching a little bit like this, and it was pretty crazy. I never seen anything like that. I never even heard of it until you brought it up, because yeah, like I only been to San Francisco a couple times before like that. Before like I moved out here to the Bay Area. Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Well, the same feeling anniversary they had was they kind of quiet things down. They kind of learned their lesson, about the whole thing. But it was kind of cool. But when we by the time we got there, we kind of missed the car show. I didn't see it later on the news. We're just curious. Can we see us on the bridge? Actually, there's I did see myself in the newspaper because I was watching this one guy. He actually went over the barrier and onto the little catwalk thing on the side. It's not safe because that's like a good maybe a good 80 feet or 100 feet drop, and you fall off, man. That's like you're going like 73 miles per hour and you're hitting concrete when you get the water.
Yeah, break your legs or something.
Yeah, this is before they built the suicide barriers. I didn't check that. I gotta go back on the bridge and filmed it, but it was kind of cool. I mean, it took us like less than 20 minutes to get in the middle of the bridge. It's a good sized bridge. And we look on the other side, the marine side, we're like, oh no. it was just walls of people. It's like, moo, moo, you know what I mean? And, but the cool was that people were like putting their names on the little thing, I was here. People were barbecuing. This one guy, I saw a video, this one guy said, the first guy, I have a lettuce on my head. I said, what got the idea? I don't know, I went to my refrigerator, found a lettuce. I said, well, I'll just put it on my head. But there's other video of a guy holding a gummy, a full-size gummy. But actually, it was kind of good. People are barbecuing and stuff like that. The bridge. They're doing something you'll never do in your lifetime. Only time you may do this is like at 3 o'clock in the morning when there's no traffic. But it's a beautiful, beautiful landmark. It's a really famous, beautiful bridge. You just have to check the weather because the weather is really unpredictable in this area.
Yeah.
But they say try and wait instead. I spent my coldest winter in the summer in San Francisco, but you never said that. I don't know where some things they made up. But you never been on the bridge? Walked it, or have you drove on it?
Not walked it. The only reason I know about the Golden Gate Bridge is because I accidentally crossed it and ended up getting a ticket for it. And I didn't know that until like it was too late.
Yeah, damn. But its birthday was now. It's like the third most suicidal place to go now. And next to the suicide forest in Japan, that crazy idiot film that gun guy hang himself.
Yeah, even though like its history with that is like a lot deeper than just the suicide forest, but that's what people think of.
But later on, I'll do more search now. I heard there's videos. The most famous suicide story about the bridge is one guy goes arguing with his wife. He got tired of it, stopped the car, ran off, and jumped off the bridge. Never found the guy's body. I'm not sure it's a myth or something like that, but there's some of the stories about the bridge.
That'd be kind of hard to stop, wouldn't it? Like,
no, there's no traffic. It's really like ghost town at certain hours.
Yeah.
Because Marine's not that busy. The Bay Bridge is more busy because it goes in Oakland. That's more busier than outside. But it was part of history. I was part of history. I mean, the fireworks, everything. They seriously put a lot of money into this thing, but they're not expecting massive, people showing up to this thing. They kind of learned all their lessons. They did advertise the hell out of it, about this thing, and then people showed up, to meet people. But we gave them this episode. We'll have some clips and stuff like that. This one guy did like a whole series, all VHS story at the beginning of it. But I was very concerned because people are stupid. I'm afraid they're, like the whole demographic, COVID-19. People freak out for the dumbest thing. My concern, people, even when I was like, 12 years old, no, people are stupid. They may panic. Can you imagine one person does something stupid? Imagine one bloom drop or a gunshot or something, people run, you know what I mean? So it could have been really dangerous. And this one part gets kind of disgusting, but people were leaving themselves at the end, when they got to the end. It took like 2.5 hours to get off the damn thing. and people were leaving themselves, and there was a big river of pee going down the road. That's disgusting. This is what truly would happen. And but once again, I was part of history. Hopefully, I'll find some news clips of me, because I was more on the side, on the facing the base side. I remember correctly. But I remember that, having dinner, we're just glad to be out the damn thing, having dinner and stuff like that, and watching the fireworks, watching all these, bands play.
I always wondered about those crowded events, when the New Year's ball drops. I wonder, do people have adult diapers?
Oh yeah, they do. They do. I hear a story that they show up for days, and I think it's stupid. I mean, I ever watch on TV. There's certain things when I do I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And these fools will pay a lot of money for the hotel, the whole thing, but they'll spend most time in lines. And we'll talk about there's the grid. There's a internet show they kind of talk about that, joke about how these people spend most time in lines. Actually, and I hate lines. I rather watch it on YouTube or something. That's close enough. I'll be.
Yeah, I remember going to San Francisco for an event. It was the Make-A-Wish Foundation thing. You remember that?
No.
This kid, I guess, was in remission, and his wish was to be a superhero for the day.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That was
And,
I heard that.
I made it to the last 20 minutes of the event, and it was hell trying to get parking, trying to get there, to see the event, and I honestly was disappointed. I was like, why the hell we drove over here for this?
Well, now there's Spot Hero. Now there's Spot Hero.
I don't know, they got the whole city involved, but I just think it was crazy.
Yeah, it was a big event. I mean, San Francisco they love any reason to close down streets or have a festival. We go to San Francisco, you got to plan ahead what's going on, what kind of parade they're having, or what kind of special event they're having, Pride,
I could never make it to Pride ever.
We'll talk more about Pride. Actually, good. We'll talk more about that. I think it's one of the most the energy level. If you're not that kind of lifestyle, but the energy level, the positivity of it is really amazing. But we're kind of sidetracking right now. But once again, this is about any questions or comments about my experience about this whole thing. Was I try to remember things when I was I can't believe it's been 32 years, more than that.
Yeah, about 32 years. Well, 33 years.
Yeah, or something like that.
It was 2 years before I was born.
Not even a glitter in Dad's eye. But this is a very special event. It just got carried away. I encourage you to look it up. Read stories about it. It's part of our Bay Area history we have here. Very much. Please like and subscribe, buy our T-shirts, and say sexual and things about Max. He gets turned on by those things.
No,
he does.